What's up, everybody? This is Dominique, Lead Generation with Dominique. Hey, guys, how's it going? Just gonna try to see exactly what's going on with the live here. I'm gonna be going over my phone to see who is all participating inside of. All right. And the topic for today is what's the difference between a 5K client and a 100K client? And if you guys don't mind, I have like music going on in the background, so I apologize. So let me just check to see if, everything is working correctly. Give me a few seconds here. All right, and let's get started. 100K client, everything is working correctly. Okay. All right, so I'm going to be looking at the comments, and then I'm going to be also looking at my screen here too as well. So how are you guys doing? I know it's been a while and everything like that. I always say that, but what's been going on is I've been actually forgetting to go live, and I've been actually super productive inside of my business and everything like that. So I do apologize. So what I wanted to go over today is that what's the difference between a 5K client and a 100K client? Okay, so let me just talk about this. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Dominique. I'm a social media consultant. I help people scale their businesses past 10K a month. So what's the difference between a 5K client and a 100K client is this. There actually isn't really necessarily a difference, okay? I believe that people will get it kind of confused about like how the way that they talk to their clients and talk to like different prospects and stuff like that. And I actually learned this about in Dialogue's course and everything like that. What he says about people is you got to be great with people, right? There's this book called Skill with People by Les Gibil or Gibil. I believe that this, if you read that book and read How to Win Friends and Influence People, I believe that you'll be able to, attract any type of person that you want to attract. Okay, so here's the thing about people and customers. Okay, there's like 4 types of customers. All right, so you have to get that down. Okay, so there's 4 types of customers. What you want, most people buy off emotions, right? So there's the difficult client where they are super difficult. They want everything, right away. They want everything, now. They cut you off inside of sales calls and everything like that. They are just super difficult. They're almost impossible to please. And it's like this. Do we want difficult clients? Absolutely not. We don't want difficult clients. Okay. We don't want difficult customers. We don't want any of that. Okay. Now, number 2, we have the sophisticated customer or client. All right, the sophisticated client is the one that wants to buy from you regardless of what you're talking about, because they probably like you. They're like, okay, they're just a really easy buyer. Okay, and of course, it's kind of hard to find those clients and customers because we cannot have like sophisticated clients all the time, right? I know that these coaches out here are like promoting like, oh, get any client that you want, you can get any this and that. Oh, you just need to target your high targeted leads and everything like that. As soon as you get familiar with how the way you deal with people, the more likely you will be able to attract anybody. Okay, you'll be able to close anybody. Okay. All right, so the sophisticated client or customer, they, like to buy everything, they like you and everything like that, okay? The affluent customer, okay, that is the one that's a little tricky. It's an indecisive customer. They're like, oh, I don't know. Let me talk to my wife. Let me talk to my business partner. Let's do this tomorrow. Those are the ones that are kind of like, okay, is this person gonna buy? Is this person gonna, come up with another excuse? Is this person really serious? So you really want those serious clients and clientele, okay? And stay to the end of this video. I'll tell you exactly how to connect with these really great clients. Okay, so number 4 is the client is just the emotional buyer. Okay, the emotional buyer is like, okay, well, I really need this now, and I really feel that this is something that's right for me. You know, I really, really need this, right? Because I feel that, you know, this is going to solve all of my problems, right? So you want to target those type of people. So the emotional buyer and the sophisticated buyer, right? You want those type of buyers. So I know that, you know, this is kind of like all over the place, you know, to try to figure out what type of client that you want to work with and everything like that. We all want perfect clients, okay? Not every client is creative equal, okay? So in my defense and my experience, okay, the most easiest clientele to attract is the ones where you are giving them so much service that they just buy from you, okay? So you can turn a 5, you know, K client into a 100K client, okay? You could, right? So the difference here's the big difference between who's spending more, like, you know, right away or so, right? The sophisticated and the emotional buyers are obviously the ones that are going to buy right away, right? So those are actually easier and they're much nicer to deal with, right? And they're just going to buy, right? Those are the 100K clients, right? The 5K clients previous before, most likely they are going to be kind of like in every single client. They're going to be affluent. They're going to be, you know, sophisticated. They're going to be difficult. They're going to be everything, right? And reason being is because their mindset. So we have to figure out, you know, for us, you know, if we had a big purchase, what's the biggest purchase that you ever bought, right? Maybe it is an iPhone, maybe it's a car, you know, maybe it's a house, all right? So if we're type of people that make big purchases, all right, you have to figure out exactly, you know, how to connect with these clients, right? So I just made a post on my profile, what makes a 5K offer and a 50K offer and a 100K offer stand out, okay? You want to prime these customers up to work with you, okay? And it all comes down to asking the right questions. If you can ask the right questions, you'll be able to get the right answers and you'll be able to work with these type of people and figure them out and see exactly who you're going to be dealing with and who that, you know, how they're going to respond when you give them the offer, okay? So I hope that this is actually really, really helpful for you guys to really, you know, sink in and stuff like that and think about this, okay? Because I know a lot of you are like, okay, well, how do I get, you know, 100K offers? How do I present it? There's really no difference how to sell anything, right? You can sell, you know, $1, you know, product and a $5 million product. It just comes down to how you ask your questions and how you give, you know, as much value as you can to, you know, the client or customer without being too desperate. Okay. So I hope that this was helpful, guys. Like and subscribe. Subscribe. We're on Facebook. Like, share this with your friends and everything like that. Okay. So I have my course out, guys. It's already out already. All right. So if you guys want to take a chance and work with me, book a call with me, see exactly what we're going to do inside of your business, whatever pain points you have, messaging, paid ads or lead generation or any, you know, any type of marketing that you guys are struggling with and or getting clients as well, daily clients, book a call with me. Let's see exactly what we can do to take your business from A to Z within 90 days or so. Okay. So is there any questions? I'm going to like look at the chat to see if there's any questions. If there's no questions, and then I'm going to like hop off here, but I want to see exactly, you know, how this was helpful for you guys, because I know for a fact that I was just in your shoes, like not even too long ago, and I just couldn't like sell. I just really figured out like, what can I do? Okay. It really comes down to, you know, priming your questions up, right? How long have you been dealing with this problem? What have you tried that's not working? Okay. What have you, okay, so are you in a program right now, right? Does this offer check off all the boxes for you? Would it make sense, right? If we went over all XYZ, all the problems and stuff like that, what would your business look like if you were to work with us and have this offer or something like that? So be bold, guys, with these prospects. I know that they're a little difficult and intimidating to deal with at times, but you will eventually get it. I mean, I've had the worst cases, worst sales calls, stuttering over my words and trembling and stuff, and getting the shakes and everything like that. Don't worry about it, right? More practice that you do, the better. Okay, so I'm gonna look down to see if there's any more questions. I don't think that there's any more questions for tonight. Like I said, I apologize for being late. So I'll be here probably either next Friday, or if not, later on in the month or so. Okay. So this was Dominate Lead Generation with Dominique. You guys have a blessed one and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.